What the hell just happened there?
I think Rick froze.
No, I'm here.
So.
I'm just relaxing.
No, there he is.
Am I back?
Now we're getting delay.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, you're back.
All
right. Well, Rick and everybody else that may be tuning in right now, all three of you, welcome to BS session 14. I don't know. I got nothing. Let's go.
But some of these bullets, as you saw, have an incendiary device on the tip of it, which is a heat-seeking device.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Welcome to your weekly dose of BS, the Holistically Speaking podcast.
How's that for a starter?
Yeah.
That's good. I want to watch the rest of that monologue.
I left all my wittiness, all my humor, all my charm and everything out on the range this past weekend. Yeah, it's gone.
I was just thinking, remember that time that Kurt gave up on the show?
Whoa. Time out here. That's one.
You should remember. It happened 5 seconds ago.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight?
We are awesome.
That's good. Good to have you here, Rick.
I don't know if I'm going to go as far as Rick, but I'm good. I'm solid.
You're hungry, so nothing has changed.
When am I not hungry?
Yeah, I know.
He's a big boy. Now, if you don't watch that, your metabolism at one point is going to say, you know what? I'm just going to slow down.
Dude, that happened twice already.
And we're going to have to cut a hole in your wall and a crane to get you out.
I was like 185 pounds at 19. And then my metabolism slowed down in my mid-20s. I got up to 225. And then it slowed down in my mid-30s. And now I'm up to 245.
You're going for sumo class.
I'm doing my best to get a big belly, but unfortunately, just my boobs are starting to droop.
You can have
now that my 40s have happened, and like the belly is there's a little bit of one I could be proud of, but yeah, I don't know. I got to work harder,
there, buddy.
I got to do more pizza curls.
Pizza curls. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? What do we do now?
First of all, Rick is going to say
the buttons.
Yeah. Well, first of all, welcome to BS session number 14. Yeah. We have Rickster here from CRPS. That's the Canadian Rimfire Precision Shooting
Series.
I knew that wasn't right. It's the series, not the shooting.
This is why I usually leave the talking to you.
Yeah, because I can fuck it up, and then you don't have to look like an idiot.
Right. Better to be thought of silent and thought a fool.
Then open your mouth and remove all doubt. Yeah. So you two, the reason that we have gathered here together today is not for holy matrimony, but instead because you two spent last weekend together and basically left me in the lurch to do a show all by myself.
Well, we were listening to it.
Well, I appreciate that. It's nice to have listeners.
We were. Rick was handing out prizes and trying to mingle with the crowd and everything. I'm trying to log on. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm going.
he's hoping that you can log on so that he can get away from the people he's talking to.
There you go.
Meanwhile, it was just me monologuing to everybody.
You know what? You did a hell of a good job. I don't care what anybody says. And I've heard
but that was guaranteed, you know.
Yeah. I always thought about doing a solo show, but I'm just so terrified of what's going to come out of my mouth. like when you're running out, you start to too much information. You start to reveal your inner demons.
Like when you forget that you're not living alone anymore, and you walk down into the living room in your underwear. And
I don't know. I'm still living. I've got 12 hours left of living alone, so I'm in the CRPS mobile command center here.
Well, it looks
12
fantastic.
hours left. Thank you, man. It's I got it dialed in this year, man. I've never been more comfortable and happier.
We
this
had
thing
that
just works.
Had pretty much that entire truck unloaded and spread out on about an acre and a half of good Saskatchewan farmland.
It's impressive. It's impressive how much stuff is in there.
How the hell you get all that stuff in there all the time is beyond me.
That's what she said.
It
all started way back when.
You got to admit, though, it is a good thing that you're a compact fellow. Otherwise, I don't think most human beings would fit in that trailer.
No,
because that's not a huge trailer. Like it's
this one's bigger. This one's
this is a new one.
Last year's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is a new one. I've got like a place for everything now. I spent
what he hasn't told us is that he actually sleeps standing up. He just straps himself in into a cord.
Yeah.
He hangs upside down like a bat.
Like a
you got a harness.
Paratrooper style. Yeah. Like those body farms of the sci-fi movies. That's what I'm like.
Right. You got some sort of device on your head.
And I just plug in.
That's how you power the machine for the next day.
That's right. Yeah. It's harvesting my electrical energy.
That sounds very efficient, Rick.
It's not bad.
I'm very proud of you. That's very. You're kind of like saving the planet.
No, I'm not. By driving across inefficiently.
Right.
I should show you the
mid-2000s Dodge.
Yeah, I should show you the route map. Just the inefficient little left turns I took at Albuquerque there. I took the longest possible way from Smithers to Dawson Creek.
Oh.
I went Smithers Dawson Creek via Chilliwack.
What?
No kidding.
I went up because we squeezed it in because I felt bad because last year we canceled it because of COVID, and I had a free weekend, and I said, okay, let's make it happen. So we did a midweek event up at Smithers, and we went down, over, and then up to Dawson Creek, which is really just 5 hours away if you just go left. You go right, but this one took 14 hours or something.
Wow, good Lord,
something like that.
How many hours a day are you driving on average when you're on the road? Because you've done this several years in a row.
So this year was the roughest one because we had scheduled events out west first. Normally I do events going all the way from Montreal to the west, and I stop at Winnipeg and Saskatoon and Alberta and BC. But this one was a straight shot to BC. That one was 48 hours of driving in 3.5 days. It was bad. It was not good. It was not good. Yeah. It wasn't. Rickster was not a happy guy.
No,
but now average day, I'm trying to keep it under 12. Usually it's 8. 8's manageable. Yeah, but it was a good year this year. I mean the events are super. The people are great. I mean, we get to connect with you ass clowns. Can I use those words on this podcast?
Stop it.
Well, I wouldn't use any more serious words, but yeah, you can say ass clown for sure. Yeah.
Okay. It seems appropriate.
Yeah.
However, I usually use ass clown when I'm describing Trudeau. So I'm not sure I'm really receptive.
So maybe it doesn't fit. I'm
not as sensitive. I'm not as sensitive as he is. You can call me.
I'm very sensitive. Yeah. I'm sure you can tell.
Yeah, you're softy. Kurt's a softy.
I know.
Yeah. His ass needs some chapstick.
All right. Should we get into things? The formalities and that?
Oh shit! We have formalities.
We have formalities.
I completely forgot about it.
I'll set up straight for this one.
All right.
Okay. All right. Put your hand over your heart.
Well, this evening, folks, we are brought to you by Ribstone Gunsmithing. From stock refinishing and modifications to general repairs and rust bluing on rifles, shotguns, and pistols, contact Oscar Long at ribstonegunsmithing.ca in Czar, Alberta. Ribstone Gunsmithing, craftsmanship done right.
We are also brought to you by March Scopes Canada. Dion Optical Design that's not written right. The Dion Optical Design is the creators Take 2, take 3. Dion Optical Design are the creators and designers of March rifle scopes, which are all hand-built in Japan by Japanese craftsmen, no immigrants, using only genuine Japanese-made parts to achieve the highest optical standards possible. Shooters deserve the best possible optics to succeed in all aspects of competition, tactical and hunting situations. And for this reason, Dion has produced a March rifle scope for every situation. Get a hold of Doug Wright at www.marchscopes.ca and his email, doug@marchscopes.ca. Did you change that on me?
I did not. It has been the same for several episodes now.
I'm willing to bet I just haven't read it. You've probably always read that one.
Yeah, I stumbled, tongue twisted my way through that. I really have to modify that a little bit, I think.
No, I think it was perfect. It worked very well for me.
Yeah. Yes, clearly.
Yeah. Okay, carry on.
All right. The rest of our amazing sponsors are EM Precision Rifles in Leduc, Alberta, building Canada's finest precision rifles. Commission a build today at emprifles.ca.
And Bolt Action Coffee, bringing specialty coffee to the precision shooting world. Order coffee and merchandise at boltactioncoffee.com.
And Callsign 66, welcome to the Brotherhood. Book a course with them now at callsign66.ca.
Odell Engineering, pick up a Canuck shotgun or a Bergara rifle from your local distributor and tell them Phil sent you. Look them up at odellengineeringltd.com. And it was Phil's 94th birthday 2 days ago, just in case you guys didn't know. Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
I meant 49th.
Oh, brother. I hope he's not listening.
He had a birthday anyway.
There goes any relationship we thought we had.
Yep. And our former sponsor, Odell Engineering.
Right. And once again tonight, we are brought to you by also Apex Optics. When you buy Apex, precision comes standard. Find them at apexoptics.co and grab yourself a Rival 4-32 rifle scope and get on the mailing list for more exciting products coming soon. What is coming soon? I think the next one is
the binos are the next thing.
Binos.
Yeah.
I heard a bunch of cool stuff. I can't wait.
They've got a bunch of stuff
I'm excited.
They're working on. I know they've got 2 different sets of binos. They're working on a rangefinder. They're working on a tripod. They're working on a hunting scope and an LPVO scope. They got a lot of work. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the LPVO. That's the X22 killer optic, the 1 to whatever.
The 1 to whatever.
The 1 to whatever. 1 to 10, 1 to 12. Anywhere in that range is good for me.
I'm really excited for the hunting scope. I have not yet Cerakoted my Sig Cross because I'm waiting for the Apex hunting scope, and I'm gonna Cerakote it all together.
It's gonna be black. Oh, you're gonna get it all Cerakoted together. That's it.
I'm gonna
But you can try and get it to match the scope. Scope's gonna be black, man. Just go black.
Yeah, well, no, fuck that noise. I really like the orange ring that they have on it, the orange highlight.
Right.
But I don't want that on a hunting rifle. So I'm going to Cerakote the whole bloody thing. Also, something that's I heard. I just zero fucks pancakes.
Right.
What are you? A 15-year-old girl?
Yeah. No, I didn't suck the teeth first.
Yeah. That's it. Oh,
well,
man.
put your training on, sissy, because that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, Apex Optics also just announced that. See, I'm trying to bring it back. I'm doing my best here. Apex just announced that they are now being sold at the Shooting Edge in Calgary. So they're, I think that is the first retail location that they're actually in.
Groovy.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool.
One step
and
forward.
Speaking of the Shooting Edge, I was making a joke about Phil Odell's age, and JR from the Shooting Edge says it's the 100th anniversary of his 50th birthday. What is he, Nosferatu?
He's Max, the 2,000-year-old mouse.
and to celebrate his birthday, according to JR, Odell Engineering is launching a ballistic walker so that Phil doesn't get left behind. I want a ballistic walker. I don't need one, but I want one.
I hope it's carbon fiber.
Oh, it's got to be. It has to be. And rocket powered.
Right.
We need some sort of fossil fuel to power it.
Incendiary rounds coming out the sides.
I would suggest that we power it off H4350, but apparently that's slim pickings these days.
I can't do that. No.
All right. Back to it. CRPS. That's why we're here.
All right.
Well, it's
Where
why
are you
Rick's
now,
here.
Rick? You're holy crap far east from us right now.
I am. Yeah, I'm
You did some
1,200.
dangling.
I'm 1,200 kilometers away from home now, so I'm getting close. I'm about 2,000 kilometers away from you guys.
Yep.
Wow.
I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I'm
amazing.
about 5. Yeah.
And you
We just
left
keep
Monday.
moving.
You left Monday before I got back out there again to start tearing down. Or tearing down the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I left Monday. Left you with all the screw together benches
The
and
big stuff. Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Oh, no worries.
All the
You know what?
shenanigans.
I took the screws out, but there's no way I was moving those benches myself.
Yeah.
I took all the trailers out and all that kind of stuff.
I forgot about that. That was the last thing that we needed to get done. But no, it was good.
Right.
I mean, I think my favorite event was that X20. That King of 2 2 miles.
Yeah.
I think
was
for me
good.
that was the signature event. I mean, we did Sniper Series last year, so that's good. It was a good event.
Yeah.
But I think the amount of long range steel being hit and the craftsmanship and the abilities these guys brought, including Sienna, the 14-year-old girl who
She
cleaned
did
2 out of the 4.
amazing. Yeah.
She did amazing. Yeah, I think she beat both her parents who were there.
Is that right?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think
wasn't
so,
keeping
sure.
track of the scores, but I was just
Yeah.
sitting back there spotting and like, holy cow.
No, it was good.
Okay, go,
Like
go, go.
I was nervous about the format, but the format worked. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yep.
And I think it flowed well. So
Well, those
hopefully we
dinky
get
little squares that we had, what were they? 2-inch squares?
4-inch.
4-inch squares.
Yeah, 4-inch started at 100 and all the way out to 240 meters,
Right.
which is
Right.
crazy. Like you have to go 3 for 3 to move
Right.
to 3 out of 10 to get to the next
Right.
target. I needed like 100 to make any hits down there. So.
It's just
Okay,
wicked.
help me out, and everybody else who wasn't there. You did more than one type of match over the weekend, right? You had King of 0.22 miles, but you
We did
also
all
did
of
like,
those.
yeah.
Holy man.
Break it
So
down for everybody who wasn't there.
So that week in Saskatoon was the Rimfire Nation National Championship week. So we had Competition Academy and Sask Wildlife. We had X22 match, which is kind of the multi-discipline top shooter kind of skills test. And then we had the Sniper Series at the Twisted Rooster Ranch, which is the field match, basically shooting off, whatever props are naturally occurring and
Any sort
self-supported
of
shooting,
stick you could find.
wobbly or not.
Yeah. We weaved blades of grass together to form a barricade.
Yeah. No, it was there was a little bit of craftsmanship going on there, and
The
it's great.
basket
So
weave stage?
and that's where you walk out into the gigantic playground that Kurt has, and you find real cool little places that you can tuck targets into and get guys to look for them.
We had to
And, it was
fight a
good.
couple of badgers. It was
Yeah,
good.
that's it. It was good. It was a good time. And then
Did
after
you guys-
Sniper Series, we had the King of 2 miles.
Okay,
which
just a
is
sec.
the-
Before you get into that, I'm going to
Yeah.
sidetrack you just for a second. Have you guys seen the video of the guy with the badger that's been circulating around social media?
Under the pail. Catching it with
Yeah,
the pail.
under
you mean?
the first they trying to drown him out of the hole,
Right.
and then he comes out and the guy just grabs him by the back of the neck, and this
Oh, right,
badger's
yeah.
trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
and
he loses it for a second, and then it comes at him, and he's just
threw it
like,
at his
"Fuck you."
girlfriend.
Yeah, and then he just picks it up by the neck again. Like that guy, I have a lot of respect for how dumb that guy is.
Well, listen, I've said for a very long time, and I've actually lived.
I've
most
got
of my
balls
life
of
by this.
steel. I've got balls of
Yeah.
steel. I've got balls of steel.
Whoa, hey,
Yeah, you got it on loop. But there is a very fine line between ballsy and
Yeah.
stupid.
yeah, if he had gotten bit, he was stupid.
I think it's still ballsy. I think he's ballsy.
It is.
Yeah.
By the way,
it can
that's the soundtrack that Chris listens to as he goes to bed.
That's right. That's his,
I've got
his
balls of
affirmation
steel.
mantra.
Yeah,
I've got
that's right, yeah.
balls of steel.
He wakes up ready to go.
Some people are like, doggone it, I'm smart enough. I'm good
I'm good enough. I'm smart
Whatever.
enough, and doggone it,
Right.
people like me.
Chris,
Oh, a wise guy,
I've
eh?
got balls of steel.
Oh man.
Joanne's
No, we
like,
should do.
holy fuck, come to bed already. Like, shut up.
Yeah,
I'm saying my prayers, woman.
yeah. That's a sound we need to use as everyone moves to the next farthest target
Right.
in King of 2 miles when you're shooting the 641.6.
Need an MP3 player and a bullhorn.
Yeah. Yeah. Balls of steel.
Balls of steel.
Balls of steel coming on stage, coming online. Balls of steel coming online. Engage balls of steel. Yeah. No, King of 2 was good. I mean, so we had to make it something for everyone, right? It had to be a fun event. Couldn't be just shooting big plates out. So we had, 4 different target sizes. We had the little 4-inchers that went out to 240. We had the 1/3 IPSC, which is like a 6x12. I think that went out to 300 meters.
Yeah.
Then we have the 12-inch squares that went all the way to 400 meters. Then we had the full size that we were ready to put out to 700 meters.
Yeah.
But no one got past 600 meters, which
Right.
is like 1,000 inches of elevation.
No, the oh man, what's his name? The older fella. He got through 600 and tried the 641.6, right?
Oh yeah, two guys got through
Okay.
600.
Was
It
Mike
was
the other
Dan-
one?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't
remember.
either.
Dan Weeby was one because he got all the way to the end there, I think. And then
He's a crazy shooter, that man. Like he's
Yeah.
just so unassuming, humble, and man, does he shoot well.
I know every time I look at the stats, I go, it's Dan again.
Right.
Go home, Dan.
Francis. That's what.
Francis,
That's
yeah, thanks,
that's
Mike.
right.
Yeah,
You betcha.
yeah.
I gotta get
No, it
Francis
was-
a Twisted Rooster shirt too. He's
Francis is cool. Francis
he's
is
a good
cool.
guy.
Yeah. He's already planning to come out for the Eastern Nationals.
Is he?
So
Okay.
yeah, he was talking about it because he wants to go sporting clay shooting.
Do you recall, Rick, what people were holding for wind on those further targets?
I
Did
do
you
not
hear him
know.
talking? Yeah.
I didn't hear him talking. No,
Holy smokes!
it had to be. I mean, the groups at the 600 meter were, I don't know, like this big, right?
Right.
It was like a 2-foot group.
right.
So I think the target sizes were right.
Yes.
They were the right target sizes.
Absolutely.
So
And especially
thank
for
goodness.
something like that, where
Yeah.
there's it's not as though you're winning $10,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think the reception is a lot better if you have some people actually hitting it and
Yeah.
making those hits, hearing that ding all the way back, and like, holy crap, I just did
It
that
was
with
cool.
a friggin' rim fire.
Yeah. And so my thanks go out to our sponsor, Gongjo
Yeah.
Targets, who cut up all the aluminum. Like we maxed out the 4x4 foot at 600 and 641. We were
Yeah.
going to do a 4x4 at 700. I think we started out with a 30-inch square at 350,
Yeah.
something like that, 30 or 32.
Yeah.
It was good enough. It was getting a little bent. You could see little strikes in it now on the
Right.
backside,
Yeah.
little
yeah.
dimples, but I think it still held up pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 1/8-inch steel or aluminum, sorry.
Yeah.
Held
Yeah,
up
it
pretty
was good.
You had an aluminum gong?
Yes.
It was all the ELR was all aluminum, like from
Yeah.
350
Really?
to 641.6 was all aluminum.
It's
You're
not
just
a-
banking on the fact that they're like you could throw a pebble harder at that distance, eh?
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, because last year Ryan Stacy had brought out an aluminum bear that he put at 400
Okay.
because he wanted to try it out, and I said, "That is a great idea, my friend.
That's the ticket. Yeah.
It's lighter. It's
Yeah.
one guy can pick up a sheet, right?
Right. And they ring really
They
well.
They ring just fine. They ring weird though. It's different.
Yeah.
It's not a ping. It's a dong.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was good.
It's an elongated dong.
Yeah, it's a, you know what I mean.
What?
No, we're not going to use that.
No, can't go there.
I'm not editing it out, so I don't know what you're gonna do.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Could we hear the impact at 600? I think we could. I think we
I
heard
think
it
so.
all the way out. I think we heard it all the way out. Yeah, we heard all the way out there. We had fingers crossed that someone would hit the 641.6. And we say 641.6 because that was the farthest distance we could set it up.
That's right.
Why couldn't you go any
Yeah.
further?
And just the terrain.
641.7 wasn't available.
Yeah, yeah. That was the farthest back.
Oh,
But we would have
sounds
been
like
good for
sounds like you guys didn't try hard enough.
correct. We did not. We had
Correct.
fussed around enough. Like this year, we
Okay.
had due to the I had underestimated the amount of T posts we needed and hangers, so we had
Okay.
to tear down stages to set up the final stage
Right.
because
Yeah,
all those aluminum plates were held by double hooks from Guangzhou
right.
onto the T post, which worked really well, by the way. Thank you,
Yeah,
Guangzhou, again for that.
yes.
And then we had a big A-frame set up with 2x4s for the big targets, and that worked out pretty well. And then so it took us about an hour and change to set that up, which kind of slowed things down. But next year we know exactly what we need.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm surprised you didn't ask why 641.6.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell him? So we
all
have
I know
Yen.
is that I don't recall asking.
Okay, I know. But I
please,
have to tell you.
me. Okay,
I have to
me.
tell you, when we're setting up these targets, so
Yeah.
our highly technical, highly accurate, highly efficient German friend Jens was on the rangefinder, and we're out in the field putting out these targets, and we've got radios. So he's radioing us to us, 500.4, move forward. Okay, so we move forward, 400 millimeters. Yeah, good there.
Right
So
there, right there.
400 millimeters.
But I tell you, and he also spaced them like 5 mils or 10 mils each on the array. It looked beautiful. It looked beautiful from the firing line. The ELR plates was a gong show because we were fighting terrain, so we had to put it anywhere we could see it. So it was kind of military golf, left, right. It was kind of all over the place. But yeah, but I think we have to bring back 641.6 is now a standard.
I think it should be.
It's got to be. It's 641.6. And next year we'll have stickers and patches for those that hit 641.6.
Right.
And I think next year people are gunning for it. So I think 2
That's
out
gotta
of the
be
4. Well, how many stages got cleaned? All 3? 3 of the intermediate ones? At least 2 for sure.
The 4-inch squares got cleaned. The IPSIX, the 1/3 IPSIX got cleaned by a couple of guys, including that 14-year-old girl.
Sienna. Sienna Ship. Yep.
And I
She
can't remember
so well.
about the 12-inch plate. She did shoot really well.
I can't remember. I don't remember if we cleaned the 12 or not, but certainly now we're going to add 2 more targets to that array. To each of those cleaned arrays. So. Just to give someone to shoot for, so to speak.
Right.
Feel part of the expression.
Speaking of shooting, what were people shooting? What were you guys seeing out there?
In terms of gear?
Yeah. Well, I don't give a shit about the gear, but the guns.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty much all high-end guns. We saw a lot of Voodoos, some Deuces. I think Mike Heineck, you shot the all-Canadian rifle, right?
He did.
For ELR?
He did for the ELR, yeah.
Yeah, that was a beautiful spiral fluted in the Stormtrooper white chassis.
Mm-hmm.
I think, a lot of Voodoos. Adam had the Rim-X. At least there was one Rim-X there.
Right.
Francis was shooting a Voodoo. There's a lot of Zero Compromise.
Yes.
Warren had the wedge. Who makes that wedge? Night Force?
Yes. Yeah.
Night Force wedge.
That's an interesting piece of equipment there. I meant to go grab it from him and have a look through it, but we were sitting back there spotting, and I just forgot about it after, and just really didn't.
Yeah. Oh, Jens is saying the 12-inch got cleaned by Dan. He thinks.
Oh, so I think that's right.
I think all the stages got cleaned except for the big one.
Yeah.
So we'll put 2 more on each one, and next year we'll set up all the stages ahead of time. We just have to
watch.
20 more.
Next year's King of .22, it'll be windy like it was on Sunday for the.
I know.
For the
Can you imagine?
Nationals.
We got lucky. Oh yeah, so Friday was the King of 22, and then Saturday, Sunday was the CRPS Nationals. It's our very first Nationals event. So that was two days of fun and games. A little bit of everything.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, you know what was really impressive to me? The target at 641.6 was a 4-foot square, right?
It was 4 foot
Yeah.
square. Okay. Yeah,
4 foot
that's
square.
what
Yeah.
Derek was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And we
Okay,
had
carry on.
indicators. We had magnetospeed indicators on all of them except the last one.
Right.
And then we had a camera that I screwed up setting up on that one. That was a long shot camera provided by Lab Radar, the folks at Lab Radar.
Right. Right.
Ooh.
So what happened with that? How come it didn't transmit or?
Because I didn't the position. I'm not sure if I set the repeater up right, because there's a camera and there's a repeater at at 200 or something. I don't think I set it up correctly. I didn't test it on the way back out.
Oh.
We tested it while we were out there, but I didn't test it on the way back.
Right.
So that was just a.
Does it have to be line of sight? Those
I don't believe so. I don't.
Okay.
And that's what I didn't know. That's what I didn't know.
Like RF or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to test it.
Mm-hmm.
I lugged 2 of those all summer and didn't use them. What a moron!
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, well,
but it was good. That was a super fun event. I think that for me that was the high point. I mean, the 2-day, we've done 2-day CRPSs. Certainly, we really took advantage of the Twisted Rooster Ranch's terrain and all the props that were there that were existent. So
yeah,
it was good. So day 1 of the CRPS National was walking. We walked all the way out, and then on the day 2 we were kind of parked around the windmill and shot off all the different props that just naturally existed on a 100-year-old property, plus the 100-year-old Toyota that
whoa,
that Rooster hauled out for us to play in
it's
and
a
around.
1987.
Perfect. Oh, JR saying it's line of sight. So, hey Warren, hey Wafra, how's it going, buddy? Yeah. So.
Right on.
It was good. It was good.
You know what was really
awesome.
impressive to me? Like it was Saturday night. We had that storm, and ripped the bloody canopy on my trailer. Pissed me off, but it was really refreshing because everything was so incredibly dry up until then. And then we had what were those winds? 14 to 18 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
So you can imagine guys were
How many
still hitting
kilometers
4
is
inch. I don't know. Multiply by 1.6 multiply by 1.6 and you'll have it. It's a fair bit.
In yards? Trying to get yards? What are you trying to get? Oh
no, he wants kilometers.
Feet. Or kilometers, yeah.
Oh man.
Well, excuse me for living in the fucking Commonwealth country.
God. Well, 18 miles an hour times 1.6 is 29 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah, that's not bad, especially for 22. Hey.
Oh, and in crosswind, we were doing the like the KYL off of that old water trough, like 1 point of contact for your rifle at 100 meters, right?
Yeah,
KYL rack, and like the smallest was what, quarter size, if that.
About that. Yeah. Quarter, maybe a third.
And there were at least
what distance?
at 100 meters. There were at least 2 people that cleaned that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And they chickened out and stopped.
Yeah.
Because you had 10 rounds, 5 targets, and you could keep hitting the small one for extra points. Yeah.
Holy
chickens.
Look at this. Mike was getting 22 mile an hour on Sunday when we shot the long range bomb stage.
What was that, like 40 something?
1.6.
1.6. 22 times 1.6. My brain's lazy.
It is 35.
30 something.
35.2.
Yeah.
I've shot center fire a lot in
12 round stage. Thanks, Derek.
30, 35 mile an hour, and that is challenging enough.
Yeah.
Never mind with a bloody 22.
Okay. Most impressive shooter of the weekend or the week.
Right.
Sienna certainly stood out as a great shooter.
Absolutely.
But the person that surprised me more than the 14-year-old girl, it was Ben Abramoff from Extreme Range.
Oh, no kidding. 5th overall at Nationals.
5th overall. Yeah. Never hasn't shot that rifle at all in the last 2 years.
Ever. Yeah.
Switched ammo on the day. No dope. and he just looked so rock solid on behind that
Yeah.
gun. What a sandbagger, right? He probably
No
has a
kidding.
shooting coach.
Bloody wanker.
Yeah, I know, bloody wanker. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna give him a shirt, bloody wanker. Yeah, I was impressed. I was really happy for him. I was really happy for him.
Absolutely.
Oh, and
He's
Nicole
solid.
and his kids cooked lunch for us.
Yeah.
That saved us.
Oh yes.
We had no
Absolutely.
breakfast. We had no lunch planned. We were just gonna wing it.
Everybody would have been eating raisins and nuts.
Yeah, whatever you could harvest out of the land.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I found some tree bark over here, everybody.
And that deer poop's not that old. It's still got nutrients in it.
Yeah, if you really look hard, there's a little bit of moose poop out there too.
There you go. Was that right? Nice.
Twiggy.
That's it.
Kind of glad I didn't go now.
Oh, come on.
I would have, but it would have been. It was a ton of fun. It was a ton
Absolutely.
of fun.
It's it was a great weekend, man. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Even with all that work, and that's another thing, everybody listening, for all these matches that you guys go to, and it's gonna sound like I'm whining, but it is a shit ton of work. And it's nice to be able to go to a shoot and just go and shoot and look after yourself. But the amount of work that we all put in for this past weekend was just, it was a mountain of work. And thank God for the guys that stuck around after and helped tear down and pack up and everything. It absolutely
key.
Perfect. Yeah.
Makes it possible.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good. Yeah. Thanks to all the volunteers.
Yeah.
Thanks to the my Banyak
Precision.
Banyak brothers.
The Banyak frozen position.
And we had
we're really having internet problems today, aren't
yeah, we are. Yeah, well, it's that Walmart parking lot he's in.
Well,
he didn't pay his
keep
bill.
dropping out too. I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
So what's okay? So you have do you have more
guys
in the east when you go back, or are you just straight home now?
I'm going home, and then I have to tell my wife I'm leaving again in 2 weeks to go to the Atlantic provinces for the Atlantic Championships.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, but
it's
not
going to be nearly as fun.
I'm going to try and take her with me. That'll be fun.
Well,
okay.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, because we have 2 weekends there. We have like a maple seed, and then a couple of events, and then we have demo. We have a demo day, and then the Atlantic Regional Championships. But I've got a week in there that I think I'm going to take my wife to Nova Scotia, and we're just going to hang out.
You're going to need a bigger trailer.
Yeah, it's going to be
You can couple.
Next year maybe. Next year.
And is your does your daughter still live at home?
We have one daughter at home left. Yeah.
One at home left. Okay. So she's probably just going to have all kinds of parties if you take your wife.
Yes. That is my
You're
hope.
going to need to set up some internet camera systems before you go.
No.
No.
As long as the house looks the same,
then you don't care.
I don't care.
What? Jonathan Bergen, PM me
What?
right now. Jonathan Bergen says, off the subject, found myself a Primer Stash gun store and stocked up, and they still had lots of almost everything left. All right.
I bet you they're not online.
Message me. I'm serious.
I'm
sorry. That's big news.
I'm serious.
Big news right now.
This just in. Breaking news. Watch, Jonathan's probably going to post the name and the phone number in the chat, and by the time you get off the air to phone them, it'll be all sold out.
Oh crap! So what are the Eastern Championships? What do they look like then? Is it different than?
It'll be 2 days. It'll be 2 days.
Okay.
No, it'll be the same. I mean, it'll be the same stages because same format. 2 days.
They don't have a Toyota or a windmill.
No, they don't have that. So it'll be a square range. But we'll try and make it. We'll make it fun.
Right on. So, how much longer are you going to do this? And is there an end in sight, or is this?
What are you, my wife?
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's the conversation I'm going to get when I walk in the door. So,
Well, people,
Priming
well,
it.
so here's
people-
the thing. So the whole goal of this was to get more people shooting, right? That was our
Yes.
only reason, and to get competitions and to get the community set up. You know, Ontario's got a strong crew. There's Northern Rimfire that's running. I mean, I don't need to run any Ontario matches because Adam and the guys have a huge network of matches. But it's good to have CRPS because we do run a national championship.
Right.
The guys out west on the island are actually there's 3 clubs that are running ORPS and CRPS type matches, so that's running well. Alberta's got a couple of ranges setting up, so slowly, there's a point where I can just go and shoot matches, and Medicine Hat, Guillaume at Medicine Hat's running his matches, and
Right.
so we've got 2 match directors in Alberta, and really we're just looking for more. Saskatoon Wildlife. There's a couple of guys that are interested in setting it up, and if we have, what I'd love to do is just fly out for the main events, like the King of 2 miles, and we talked about having King of 2 miles home as Twisted Rooster Ranch on an annual basis. That's the only place. We talked to Bennett Extreme Ranges as becoming a title sponsor for that. Since it works, Extreme Range Outfitters and King of 2 just
Extreme Range Outfitters and burgers.
Yeah,
and burgers
and burgers. Well, they fed us this past weekend, and it was.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? Okay,
burgers and Smokies.
Yeah. Smokies
and drinks.
It was good. Wow. It saved my life. Saved my life.
They blew their monthly budget just on our weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
slow motion.
Rick's comb his hair in slow motion. Yeah. You froze just as you were in the move.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Smooth move.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'd fly out to visit Rooster for 2 weekends a year, and we go. So we'll have like a 2-day CRPS Prairie Classic, right?
Yep.
As a regular, kind of like the regional championships for the Prairies, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. That'll be awesome.
Great.
And then a weekend of Sniper Series and King of 2, and we're done. Right?
Yep.
And that's all I need to travel for, really, because those are the super fun ones. I probably fly out to do the regional events, but I think it's getting close to the point where I don't think I have to do the drive anymore, other than just visit.
Well, you know what? I think if you've done a lot to set it up, sorry, you're still talking. You're just.
And then he's like punching himself in the face at lightning speed.
No, you've done a lot to set it up, and I think if we get some people volunteering, it should be, and of course venues, right? You should be able to just get together as a group and figure out a course of fire and get some people volunteering to set up and tear down and all that kind of stuff. There's no reason it can't be a legacy type thing. Just keep rolling every year.
I think we're almost there. We're like 1 or 2 years away from just a self-fulfilling kind of, self-feeding kind of mechanism. So
for sure,
I think there's enough people that know how they run to be able to just set it up, and they just have to get a crew of volunteers together. So.
Jonathan Bergen says, hire a food truck next year. You know what I think I'm going to do? Instead of hiring a food truck, I think we're going to have sort of like a sniper series / survival outing. We just go shoot a cow somewhere, and everybody get together and process it and cut it all up and make sausage and jerky and all that kind of stuff.
Is it going to be a timed event? Timed event?
No, you can't time something like that. That's not for quality stuff.
I think you can.
You could, I suppose. We could do the sausage making as a timed event. That would be entertaining.
Wait. You know how they have the bass tournaments? We could have a badger tournament or a gopher tournament. You gotta bring back a dozen.
Right. Yeah. No dead badgers though. They've all got to be live.
It's catch and release.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a dozen badgers Everybody, let him go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's on top of the trailer. They're pissed off.
Be like the running
Oh,
of Saskatchewan edition.
that would be wild. You just hauling ass down the run down the path.
Yeah.
No, it was a great weekend, and thank you again, Kurt, for hosting. It was
No
always
problem.
an amazing venue. Always find new little nooks and crannies that are just perfect for setting up.
Thank God
skill
nobody fell
stages.
into my big hole traps that I have out there. Whew. Dodged a bullet there. Honey badgers do not, in fact, give a shit.
I don't think any, like, the honey badger gets all the glory, but I don't think any badgers give a fuck.
No.
It's not just the honey badger. Like,
No.
none of them do.
I wish I could growl like a badger. Like, that is impressive. That is
Yeah, it is a pretty
that is an
nice
impressive
little-
guttural kind of rumble.
guttural howl squeak.
Yeah.
Centuries of evolution
That's
has
right.
resulted in the ultimate
Just
growl,
a howl like that.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
Excellent.
No, it was good. It was a good week. It was a good week. It was
It
a good
was.
trip. It was a good summer.
Yeah, it's gone by quick. I just got home last Monday from work, and it was immediately out to the range for the 2.5 days before the event, and hotter than blazes. I was sweating my fat old ass off getting all this stuff sorted out and rounded up and everything mowed. I had my boys out there mowing and helping set up and everything, and going through all Gopher tournament called the Pro Farmer Series. I love it.
You're gonna have to have a live well for all those gophers.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, what are you going to do for the rest of the year with all of those animals on your property?
Well, I thought all the animals left on Sunday after the match.
They did. They
But
did.
Oh, hang on. We got a rim shot.
Woo!
Yeah, okay.
Thanks,
It's
folks.
not as
I'm
good
here
when
all
I-
week.
When
You
I
guys are
tell
high
you to,
budget,
like,
man.
that's right. It's always the best when I pause the show so I can find the button too.
Hey, you know what? I think we found our something to put on a t-shirt.
Guttural howl squeak.
Oh.
We're gonna put that on a shirt.
Guttural howl
Actually-
squeak at the moon.
Yeah.
You know, that's
And a
actually
picture
not
of-
a bad idea. I'll bet you we could do like a field badger video, or I mean t-shirt.
Sask Badger.
Yeah. I think so.
Sask Badger Association.
Tactical
Tactical Rooster Badger. Tactical
Rick is 100% frozen.
Badger, man.
He looks like he's having a seizure.
He did.
Are you with us, Rick? Are you back?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
I know
You're-
I go frozen when I
Yeah.
see you guys spin. Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying tactical what?
Yeah, just tack up a badger, man. Plate carrier, ammo belt,
And do a tactical badger t-shirt?
tactical badger, yeah, with
I think
night
we need
vision, bump helmet.
And on the front of his plate carrier, it says it has 0% fucks.
Yeah, that's it. Done.
I think
Oh,
we can probably make that
thanks,
happen.
JR. Thanks,
Sure.
JR.
He's getting concerned.
Oh,
Is
Yeah.
the left side of his face okay,
I
Chris?
appreciate it. It's drooping. That's just bad tequila. That's bad tequila.
Yeah. You got the worm.
Oh man, I got the worm. Yeah, that's wild.
So are you're going home and then you're going to be leaving again? Does that
I'm
mean you're
going
not
home.
going to TACOM?
It's exactly. I am not going to TACOM. I've never been to TACOM. For some
Okay.
reason, I always miss it. It's probably because I'm at the end of my trip and I have no more. I have no more fucks to give.
I was just going to say,
No more
it's probably
badgers.
because
No.
you literally just drove from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah, because my wife would not. My wife is very understanding, but she has a limit, and
Yeah, I can imagine.
I always exceed it. So she's very tolerant.
So do you still you still perpetuate this lie that you're only doing this just to get everyone else in shooting, and once everybody's set up, you'll stop traveling, or have you given up
I
on
think
that yet?
so. No, I'm
She's still-
just gonna travel and shoot. That's gonna be the good part.
Oh, okay. So there's not
Yeah,
even any
that'll be
promise of someday I won't spend my summers driving across the country.
I don't know. I think she says how much longer, and I say not much longer, and I say that every year. But we're getting there. I'm seeing the groundswell, right?
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
number of people that
I
join the
assure
Outlaw
you.
Stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we fly out, we do personal trip, and then we do some CRPS stuff on the bookend drop.
No kidding, hey?
I know what you mean.
So this year the COVID kind of
completely. It's totally not your fault, Rick. It's just fucking internet.
Yeah.
I know it's not perfect, but it does work occasionally.
Oh, were you still talking about the internet, or are you still talking about
Cialis.
Seattle?
It's about ED, buddy.
It's not perfect, but my blood pressure is.
Ask your physician.
No, don't ask them. They'll probably give you some sort of vaccine against something. We
Died of a
we all
COVID
know
card.
how we all hate vaccines now.
Is it over yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wish.
Not
Apparently, we're getting a reputation with travelers, and vacationers are getting irritated because they have to download our app to get in our country. I don't know exactly
really. Couldn't
how true
see that
is.
coming at all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did I tell you when I came back, Rooster, about my Arrive Can story?
You mentioned something about it. I don't know whether
When I came
just
back
didn't
from
find it
Orlando?
entertaining, or I was had a small coma. But
I can't remember if you didn't tell me or if I just didn't give a shit.
yeah.
Well, then I will not retell the story. How
All right.
about that? Okay.
Well, you just about got arrested in Toronto or something, wasn't it? Or no, where was that?
Which one? Are you talking about when I got escorted off the plane?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Where was
that
that?
was in Saskatoon.
Oh,
Yeah. Did I tell you that
Were you going or coming? Coming or going?
I was coming back from the Eastern Seaboard? I was coming back from New England, doing a tour in New England, and I got pissed off at their masking policy, and I basically told the flight attendant that it would be a lot easier to comply if they would make up their mind as to what policies they were going to enforce and
Exactly,
which
yeah.
ones they weren't. And like, I didn't yell it at her or anything. I said it as cordially as you can say that sort of thing. But she had them call the police and escort me off the plane when we landed.
she fucking told you.
Yeah. Did I tell you in Zurich I had to declare that I would wear my mask at all times?
No way.
So we didn't fly Air Canada out to the United Arab Emirates, but we did fly Air Canada for part of the trip on the way back. And the first leg of that was Zurich to Toronto. So I have this friggin' Swiss guy. He's trying to check us in. And he's like, I don't know why it won't work. It won't let me check you in. And he's like, I'm trying to call them, but they're not answering the phone. And we had like a 5-hour layover. He's like, can you guys just come back in a couple hours? So we come back in a couple hours. He's like, yes, I finally got a hold of them. And he punches it up on the computer and he goes,
You're fucking flagged or what?
that's exactly what it was. He goes, which one of you is Chris? And I'm like, that's me. And he goes, I need you to declare this. And I was like, declare what? And he looked embarrassed just even asking me, because like he's like, I don't know. He's like, I have no idea what this is about. I just need to read this to you and I need you to say yes. And I'm like, okay, fine. And he goes, do you declare that you promise to wear your mask at all times during the flight? And I was like, yeah.
Do you pinky swear?
That's basically what it was. And then I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And then he prints out our boarding passes and there you go. And away we went. And like the whole time we're having this conversation, he's not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. Nobody in Zurich is wearing a mask. Nobody gives a shit there. So, but he's like, well, Air Canada is Air Canada.
I'll bet you're embarrassed and we'll never do that again.
I was
compliant son of a bitch.
I was supremely embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really. Is how much longer is that what she said? Just asking for clarification.
Ooh.
I don't know what that was in reference to. I think that might have come in. I noticed that comment after. Too late. Anyway,
I want to ask you a
that's
bunch
cool.
of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Did you press that? Because I didn't press that.
Oh, I don't know.
Trying to think, but nothing happens.
We're completely off the rails.
Yeah, we are.
I don't
Rick.
think we're anywhere near the rails to start with.
Rick, tell us about okay, I want to go through. Okay, when you come back, I want to go through this because I think he's frozen. I don't even know if he can hear us.
Oh, brother,
can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I want to go through all of the events that CRPS runs.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
the X-22.
Yep.
There's King of 0.22 miles.
Yep.
Do you guys run
Sniper
like?
series,
There's the Sniper series,
which is going to be 22 Hunter next year, by the way.
yes.
Oh,
22
okay.
Hunter.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to
That
be
does
twice as
sound
fun, but the same concept.
It's going to be exactly the same, but twice as much fun.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, so we got X-22, King of 22 miles, 0.22 miles, Sniper series, which will be the Hunter.
22 Hunter. Yep, that'll be
22
3.
Hunter.
Then we have the Outlaw series.
The Outlaw.
So
yeah.
the Outlaw series goes to 100 yards, and then CRPS, which goes out to 350 to 400 meters.
Good God.
And then
Now,
we have this thing. We have this thing called rimfire race guns.
Oh yeah.
Which is Steel Challenge, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna bring
So
that
that's
back
6
next
events.
year. That's 6 events, and then we have the teaching event, which is the Rimfire Competition Academy, and then we have the Discovery Day, which is that open house format. You come and pay $30, shoot all the guns and ammo from Savage Arms and Athlon and a couple of other fancier rifles that our various sponsors have donated. Yeah.
Wow. So at this point,
yeah.
how many of those do you not have to be there to run?
Well, the only ones I really have to be at is the competition academy to teach.
Okay.
Right. It's kind of like a maple seed for long range shooters.
Okay.
Like Sniper series. I mean, Rooster's not that hard to set up. You just have to lay it out.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
King of 2-2. The format's already there. X-22. The only thing about X-22 is it's actually 4 matches in one, because the scoring is different. So the tablets have to be set up 4 different ways, because it's paper, it's speed steel challenge, it's CRPS, and it's silhouette. So
okay, so you don't have to be there for all of the events. How many out of all the events that ran over Canada this year, what percentage do you think you were at personally attended?
80%.
Cheapers Christie.
Because I know we had CRPS events. We had 4 or 5 CRPS events without me. 5 or 6, and I was at the rest of them. So we had over 40 events this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
That's a busy summer.
That's insane. So if you are you
I'm getting, I feel tired now.
Yeah.
Now?
No.
So are you looking to get more autonomously running events
Yes.
over the next couple of years?
That is I mean, the template's out there. I mean, the best scenario is other people run events so they can bring their flavor into the matches, right? So it's great that, folks on Vancouver Island have their matches, because each match director brings something different to the game, which is awesome, right? We have folks in Kamloops. We had Bryson in Kamloops setting up. We have Ed in Kamloops also setting up his flavor of matches. We have Travis in the East setting his matches, and obviously the standard cast of characters with Thomas and John from the CRPS staff, Matt Huey, right? They put together a lot of the ORPS courses of fire. So the template's out there, just a matter of saying, you know what, this is the year. 80% of them are going to be managed by other people, We just have to put
Mhm.
that draw the line, put that stake in the ground to turn it over and see where it goes. The thing is, I wait for people to come to me so that it's more organic than me asking people, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when people are passionate and they want to take it on, it's less hands on for me. I don't have to follow up. They're the ones that are pushing me, right? Which is the more sustainable part.
Yeah.
Whereas if I have to ask people, then I have to monitor, then I have to follow up, and then really it would have been easier for me to just do it, right?
Yeah, that makes
'Cause
sense. Yeah.
all we have to do is build a course of fire, make sure we have the right props on the right steel, and we're good to go.
So would you say that you've got enough interest or would you say that you have interest in kind of like a homogenous spread across the country, or do you kind of have hot spots right now, or?
I think there is. I mean, the nice part is there's many series running. So Ryan Chrissie's got the long range Steel Slayers
Yeah.
running in the prairies, which is great, right? So that's another opportunity. I mean, I don't know if we have to keep going. It's nice because there is a national championship that's running. So for that reason, we want to keep it going. But in terms of giving people opportunities to shoot, we're not the only source now, right? People run many rimfire leagues, many rimfire, rimfire matches. It doesn't have to be a CRPS. I don't need to be involved, right? But it's just nice because there is a history, and I like it. It's nice to I like seeing all my old friends. I've got friends everywhere now, which is awesome, right?
Yeah.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, when you end it like that, it sounds like you just want to keep going across the country in perpetuity.
I really think he should.
I'd love to just show up and shoot. The tour bus pulls up, I unload my gear, I sight in. They give me the course of fire, I shoot, I leave. That would be great. But,
sign a few autographs, maybe take a few photos.
Yeah. Just shoot some shit. Trash talk all the competitors, make fun. Yeah.
All the new guys are like, who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, who the fuck is that guy?
The Bugs Bunny, dude.
Oh shit, he's
when the conductor comes, mission. I think mission.
Say that again.
I'm not going to say anything though.
It sounded.
I think they're.
It sounded fucking amazing but it just
you were
hiccuped
interested.
the whole time.
Yeah,
like you sounded very animated, and I was very interested in what you were saying.
It was like the big finish. It wrapped it all together.
Yeah, and guys, here's the most important part.
Yeah. And for God's sake, whatever you do, don't.
Yeah.
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 There we go.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't ever. It's catastrophic if you do.
Yeah, I'm you know what? I'm going to move to Kelowna and hang out and drink with Warren and Lisa.
Yeah,
maybe get a cell phone range extender.
It's not the not the worst plan you could think of. I'm sure
it's not bad. We do want to move to the West Coast because you can run events all year round. Yeah. I think in the end, what I end up doing is just teach long range rimfire shooting and maple seeds.
You can run events all year round here too. You might lose a couple of people every year, but I mean, it's sacrifices need to be made.
No, the people will make it. You'll just lose a couple of fingers and maybe some toes.
We'll call it the Donner Party Invitational. Yeah.
I was trying to think of some sort of Northwest Passage analogy there.
Yeah,
right.
It's a five-man teams, 4 people finish.
That's right. 5 go in, only 4 come out.
Well, you don't need a food truck then. I mean, you can just eat the people who don't make it.
Eat the one guy, yeah. Bring your XRO spice.
Yeah. We don't need a food truck. We've got. Oh, it's getting dark, boys. It's getting dark.
We've got 10th place. That's all we need.
That's right.
That 10th place guy, man, he was delicious.
Prime rib.
So before we get into to wrapping things up and winding things down, What do you want to tell? If you could say one thing to, 0.00001% of the population that's listening, what would that one thing be?
Just show up and shoot. A lot of people sit on the sidelines because they don't think they're ready. You're never gonna get ready until you jump in. It's very easy to wait, but you're gonna, there's that train keeps passing by you, man. The longer you wait, the more the sport evolves, and the more catching up you're gonna feel you have to do. Like the easiest guys who had are the guys who showed up for April 2018 first match in Owen Sound. We had 1022s and Savage Mark 2s.
22s and Savage HMRs.
Yeah. The hot ticket was maybe we had an MDT, and now
maybe an MDT.
Yeah, and now
sorry, I was translating while you were hiccuping. Carry on.
Yeah, and now if you look at it, so the average price of a rig back then was $800. Let's say with optics. You had the hot Viper PST every now and again, but people ripped off their centerfire guns. Now we have 4 or 5 zero compromises on the line, right?
Yeah.
It's
Adam.
It's insane.
I'm pretty sure he said it's insane.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's his time right away.
That's right too.
Yeah.
He was running a no compromise.
It was a lot. But yeah.
You betcha.
But that's the evolution of the sport.
Yeah.
People who can will.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So just jump in, and people get worried about hardware. It's not about the hardware, it's about the shooter. Right? I keep going back to Sniper Series 2 years ago. Winning team shot a Savage Mark II.
That's right.
Plastic
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
It's what you do with it.
Yeah, the competition was running deuces and voodoos and rimexes, right?
Well, I got to say, Rick,
and a zero compromise in my hands, you stand a good chance against me.
I think that your advice was much more insightful than Mike Hynek's, who simply said, "Go fast and don't suck."
That's my advice when people are on the line. Don't suck.
Just go fast, don't suck. Yeah.
Don't suck. Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
Excellent.
Some speed, moderate drag.
Right.
Before we go, you're somewhat of a podcaster yourself, I understand.
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think so.
Hello. What's this?
No,
I'll tell you what. You keep plugging away,
summer hiatus.
Yeah, you keep working hard. You keep plugging away, and someday you'll make it big, just like us with like 6 people. Well,
we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
This is my segue.
It's all about
into
having a good time,
Rimfire Nation.
Hanging out with people you love to hang out.
Yeah,
that's.
I'm sure everybody listening already knows, but plug it anyways. Tell everybody about the podcast. When are you guys coming back? When do you go live? Everything. Do the whole shebang.
Perfect. Oh yeah, next year we're adding another.
Of course they are.
King of Point 2.
Are you back yet?
I think he's back now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now
we got you.
I think I'm back. Yeah,
you were adding something to King. You're adding something to King of Point 2.
Yeah, it's a new division.
Okay,
called Adam supported division.
Right.
Adam Glatt supported division.
Does he have to do a back bend, and you guys are going to shoot off his ass?
No.
No,
he's just going to spot.
No, he's going to be whispering in your ear.
Oh,
yeah, he's going to spot for everybody.
Okay,
it's the wind whisper.
Adam supported division.
Yeah,
it's the VIP room. No, it's good. No, it's all good.
I actually would love to continue just bullshitting you with you for like the next 20-30 minutes, but unfortunately about the last 15 minutes we've received about 2 minutes of uninterrupted conversation.
I would write a letter to Walmart, the Walmart that you're in, and tell them
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi is shit.
It is terrible Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think we'll probably let you go, Rick, but we'll, echo what JR is saying, what you've done with CRPS over a short period of time and the amount of effort that you put into it is absolutely incredible. I think that officially we would like to put you in on the short list for sainthood. And I think that it's going to work. No, that wasn't actually intended to be a short joke, but
Yeah,
I'll take
right.
But
Oh, where is it? Hang on, I'm going to pause the show.
hey,
There we go. Okay. Anyway, I don't know very many people, that even people who love shooting, that are willing to put that kind of time and effort and, let's face it, money into growing the community like that. So you are an exceptional human being, and people stand on your shoulders, which is why you're so short.
Yes. Breast spine.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's all about the community. It's the
That's
people that
okay.
make it
I'm
worthwhile.
short compared to him too. He calls me short all the time.
Well, that's just because I stand on everyone else's shoulders.
That's
Nobody's
right.
standing on my
You
shoulders. So
do.
yeah, that's what it is. That's
Gotta
myself.
appreciate yourself.
That's as self-deprecation as I get.
There you go.
So anyway, we'd like long story short, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for just doing CRPS and continuing to do it. It's incredible. So
Well, thanks for the invite, guys. It was good hanging out. Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. Anybody still watching us live, if you haven't already, or even if you're watching the repeat, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a heart on Facebook. I believe it's just a thumbs up on the YouTubes. And if you haven't subscribed to the show, if you're watching us live and you still haven't subscribed on YouTube, make sure you do that. You can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/BS podcast. Leave us a positive review, a recommend review, whatever. Let us know how we're doing. If you like the content, make sure you like the Facebook page. Make sure you share it. You can also email us with any comments or questions that you might have. You can comment on my lack of hair and Kurt's overabundance of beard, or whatever you'd like. Our email address is info@bspodcast.ca. In closing, we'd like to give a massive thank you to all of our sponsors. Without you guys, we wouldn't even have a show in the first place. We're talking about Shane and Steve, Miles, Carrie and Cappy, Duncan and Rob, Phil, Odell, Doug and Niza, Vanya and Carly, and Oscar, and also all of our listeners, because without you guys, we're just a couple of dopes talking on the interwebs with spotty internet at Walmart with Rick.
Speak for yourself, you ugly bald bastard.
How long were you waiting to say that?
All night.
You're just like, hurry up and finish what you're saying, Chris, so I can say this before I forget it.
I had to write it down. It was so long ago.
Oh, that was smart, writing it down. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for us for tonight.
Thanks,
Hey, Chris?
gents. Have a good weekend.
You too.
We will
We'll
do.
see you
And
all
we'll
on-
see every.
On
Go ahead.
the interweb.
Jesus.
I think he was doing that on purpose. You have to have been doing that on purpose. You did that on purpose that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Make sure you guys watch Rimfire Nation or listen to Rimfire Nation, or however you want to do it, because God knows they need the people. They need the subscribers. So they're hurting over there.
Oh boy. What a dick.
Good night.
All right.
But some of these bullets, as you saw, have an incendiary device on the tip of it, which is a heat-seeking device.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Welcome to your weekly dose of BS, the Ballistically Speaking podcast.